Progress by Andrew Joshua Talon.
Luna versus Ponyville, round 6. Fight!
They were all around her, covering her, pressing her on from all sides. Luna felt like she couldn't breathe.
Miss Celine! Miss Celine!
Those horrible, pain-causing spears, she was drowning them.
Miss Celine, please wake up!
She found herself going back to a very small part of her mind. Her increased awareness, what might be called a side effect of her divine nature, strike down to a tiny point, filled with objects that tormented her so. Baseballs! Why did it have to be baseballs? Luna felt extremely divided between the course of action she should take. On one of, our guest apparently was going to some sort of catatonic shock. On the other, her companion was loading his tank up with more baseballs.
Angel!
She cried.
You stop this right now, Miss Celine! Miss Celine is horribly traumatized. Don't you see that?
Angel shot Fluttershy a glare she knew quite well. Translation of
course I can say that. That was the point. Make me a sandwich, Mayor.
You haven't explained why you did this terrible thing. And until you do, there will be no sandwiches.
Fluttershy said, stomping her hoof in an expression of her outrage. Angel rolled his eyes biggie back before turning to the rest of the animal army and issuing orders in high-pitched rabbit speech. The assorted critters quickly moved, raising their weapons to words on the floor of the cottage. Fluttershy frowned as he read the words formed by spoons, sticks, nuts, and knives.
Celine is actually... Hey, Fluttershy!
Bellowed a familiar high-pitched voice. The animal army fled in fear out of the windows, doors, holes, and gaps in the cottage. Angel stared in disbelief before bringing a paw to his face. Apple Bloom stuck her head into her window, looking concerned.
Hi, Fluttershy. You'll never believe what happened. A whole flock of critters came and stole my baseballs and some machinery.
Apple Bloom blinked.
Yes.
Fluttershy said, looking to the catatonic Celine in a pile of baseballs. An angel guard dapped on top of his tank.
It's, a bit hard to explain. Princess Luna!
Apple Bloom blurted out. She was back and forth, her young eyes wide.
Oh, my stars! You're ready to kill Princess Luna with my baseballs! Oh, what? Princess Luna?
Fluttershy gasped. Apple Bloom shoved through the window and sped over to Luna, taking her hoof in her own.
Oh, speak to me, Princess. Are you okay? Speak to me. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I am so sorry, Princess Luna.
Fluttershy said, taking Luna's other hoof and patting it.
Please say something. B. Yes, what is it?
Fluttershy asked.
Baseball.
Luna whispered. Trembling, Fluttershy looked at the round of baseballs surrounding her, blinked in realization.
Oh, dear. She's so traumatized by these baseballs, she's gone into a form of shock.
She guarded Angel.
How could you?
Angel once again saw her a look that she could read.
Sorry to save you, Silver Mayor. Now make me a sandwich.
Princess Luna will never hurt nobody, you crazy vindictive varmint.
Apple Bloom growled. Angel bit his carrots at guard and scowled, unrepentant.
You've been very naughty, Angel.
Fluttershy managed.
Now you go straight to your hut and stay there until I say so. If you want me too much trouble.
Fluttershy ended in a whisper. Angel pointed to the kitchen. Fluttershy stared.
All right, one sandwich.
Angel hopped over to Fluttershy as he tried into the kitchen, ignoring Apple Bloom's glare.
Just please, no.
Fluttershy began, but Angel hopped up and smacked her rump.
Yep.
Fluttershy sighed again and went to work on a carrot and peanut butter sandwich, while Angel marched to his tank and sat, imperious as a conqueror.
You know what, Princess Luna? I think there's something downright peculiar about this here relationship.
Apple Bloom muttered to Luna.
Baseballs.
Once Angel had retired his tank and sandwich, Fluttershy and Apple Bloom gathered up the baseballs into a bag and moved them just out of sight. Fluttershy then gave Luna some tea, which she drank with shaky hooves.
Well, thank you.
Luna masked as she sipped the tea.
I'm so terribly sorry, Princess Luna. Your Majesty, I had no idea it was you.
Fluttershy said. She paused.
Though in hindsight it was really obvious. Sorry.
It's all right, Luna said with a smile. I am so surprised that it's worked so well as a disguise.
I'm sorry, too. Those are my baseballs,
Applebloom said, oblivious to Luna's flints.
Sorry to ask, but why would you have so many?
Fluttershy asked. Applebloom smiled brightly.
Princess Luna caught for me at the baseball games we went to. Every single one of them. Well, it seems a little, if you'll forgive me, Your Majesty, strange that you're so scared of baseballs.
Fluttershy said. Luna kept twisting. Yes, it is, Luna sighed. I don't even know how that weakness, she said with a straight distaste, could come to know to your Robert.
It may have been my fault, Your Majesty. I did try to keep a lot of things, and Angel is very intelligent.
Fluttershy said.
I'll say that tiger haze was nice,
Applebloom guessed.
How did it look when I was shooting baseballs?
If you could, Luna tried.
Was it like a big old ambulance of baseballs? A storm of baseballs? Where the baseballs just leave down at you like a hockey looking? Applebloom.
Fluttershy coughed. At Applebloom's confusion, Fluttershy pointed at Luna. The princess was beginning to look like she might slip into catatonic shock again.
Oh, oops. Sorry, Your Majesty.
Applebloom apologized.
No, it's fine. It's just...
It's humiliating. If I'm not messing things up, I'm reduced to a whippering fur by
baseballs.
Applebloom asked Luna. Yes.
Well, if you like, perhaps we could try to help you.
Fluttershy suggested.
I've had to calm ponies and animals before with therapy. Maybe I could do something for you? If that would be alright.
Well, I only know a little about psychology, Luna admitted.
But I suppose... It's a great idea,
Applebloom cried. She smiled up at the two older ponies.
When we start, I will help. Well, of course you can help, Applebloom.
Fluttershy said with a smile.
I'm sure we'll be able to help you in no time, Princess.
Thank you, Luna said gratefully, as Applebloom began to chant about a royal psychologist cutie mark.
Now, let's begin with your full hood.
Fluttershy said, sitting in her comfy chair next to her couch. Luna was lying on it, looking up at the ceiling, while Applebloom stood anxiously next to Fluttershy's chair. The filly had a book of psychology out in front of her, which Fluttershy possessed. By full hood? Luna asked.
Yes,
Fluttershy said.
Most problems of psychology have their roots in full hood.
Well, my sister and I were born for the emergence of the universe. We were raised by our powers, but lost them when they went away, Luna said.
Went away?
Fluttershy asked.
Oh, abandonment issues,
Applebloom said, moving through the appropriate page. She nodded.
Alright, continue.
Well, Celestia did most of my raising, also the older sister, Luna said. However, we began to drift apart as we took on the responsibilities of princesses and goddesses. Forming the orientation of the stars, monitoring the sun with different tasks we took on very different... Luna said. Fluttershy nodded as Applebloom flipped through the pages.
I see. Were there a bit of bad differences or good differences? Maybe it's all a case of multiple personalities,
Applebloom suggested. Fluttershy and Luna looked over at her. What?
Well, maybe it's like two personalities that highly clash,
Applebloom said.
Applebloom, that's a problem when it's within the same pony.
Fluttershy said gently. Applebloom pouted.
Oh. Please continue, Princess Luna.
Fluttershy said. Luna sighed and looked back up at the ceiling. Well, when the ponies slept during the night, I felt underappreciated. During the day, when all the work and play and praise was done, there was almost nothing done at night.
What did you do?
Fluttershy asked as Applebloom continued to skim the book. Well, I tried to be productive in other ways. I buried myself in understanding the universe we managed, and passing that knowledge on to the ponies. I used the movement of the planets and other worlds in the heavens as inspiration for government, law, and even philosophy, Luna said. Order and discipline and education were things I pushed, though perhaps be appreciated even during the day.
So maybe it's just because schizophrenic thing,
Applebloom said.
What?
Fluttershy and Luna asked.
Well, orange strange powers are associated with it,
Apple Bloom said.
You ever hear voices that weren't there?
Yes, Luna admitted, but
Ha! Maybe your problems are acute schizophrenia or the style of the person.
Apple Bloom said triumphantly.
Well, how much medication does that require?
Apple Bloom, I hear the wishes of ponies make on stars, Luna said flatly. They are not there with me, but they are real.
Why is it mine to feign his or her delusions due to a persecution complex?
Apple Bloom read.
I don't feel prosecuted,
Luna squawked.
Apple Bloom, if you would.
Fluttershy tried.
I might be linked to feelings of impulse dates in interpersonal relationships, including sexual.
Apple Bloom read. She looked up.
What's that mine anyway?
Luna and Fluttershy both blushed. The book glowed and flew off back to the bookshelf.
Mama, maybe diagnosis from the book can wait until we're done talking with her.
Fluttershy suggested. Apple Bloom pouted.
Oh, alright.
Sometime later, Luna, Fluttershy, and Apple Bloom were sitting on a comfortable rug in a circle. Fluttershy smiled.
Now, we're gonna go try a little role play.
Fluttershy said.
I will be a baseball, and I will... Well, I'll get the ball.
Apple Bloom asked eagerly. Fluttershy blinked.
Well, can I play Princess Celestia? Can I?
Apple Bloom asked. Fluttershy worriedly bit her lower lip.
Well, I'm not sure.
She is an issue. Apple Bloom and Luna made it comfortably. Fluttershy nodded.
Alright, Apple Bloom. You can be Princess Celestia. Yay!
Apple Bloom cheered. She ran into the closet, rummaged about, and came back out with a plastic crown on her head, fake wings, and a carrot serving as her horn.
Really? Where do I look?
Luna covered her mouth with her hoof as she laughed. The spitting image of a royal cultist.
Oh, Princess Celestia, mistress of the zone.
Luna started about proudly.
Where's the oil and the spider?
Luna looked over at Fluttershy.
Fluttershy, may I ask? Just some leftovers from my modeling career.
Fluttershy said quickly. Then she cleared her throat.
Now then, I'm a baseball and... Well, you don't look like a baseball.
Apple Bloom protested.
I'm dressed up for race. You should tell you. Well, I'm not sure how useful it would be.
Fluttershy said.
Considering how you acted before.
Man, it's just Fluttershy. The costume, Luna said carefully. Maybe it wouldn't hurt.
Where? See? Now, go on.
Apple Bloom said. Fluttershy nodded. Went to the costume. So it came out on a white seat, with red stitches going over and through it. She smiled weakly.
This work?
She asked. Luna felt very perturbed by the outfit, but managed to nod. Yes.
Alright, let's begin.
Apple Bloom cheered.
Ahem. Princess Luna.
She would just call me Luna. Just Luna, Luna said. Apple Bloom knew it.
Alright, Luna, I'll tell you, sister. Let's go raise the sun and moon and make it a quiz or something. Wouldn't that be great?
Apple Bloom asked. Imagining Celestia talking in such a rustic manner made Luna and Fluttershy giggle. Apple Bloom then looked over at Fluttershy and gasped.
Oh no, it's a baseball!
Apple Bloom gasped.
Don't worry, Princess Luna. I will not harm you,
Fluttershy said.
But you'll think of her anyway.
Apple Bloom said.
I suppose you and that rabbit to the moon. But isn't that a bit extreme? I'm just a baseball. Who's talking? Even though baseballs cannot move or talk or
Fluttershy mumbled. Luna found herself laughing harder. Apple Bloom smiled tearfully.
Hi, I feel like it's working. Are you feeling better, Princess Luna?
Fluttershy asked. Oh, yes. Luna laughed. Might be her eyes. Sorry.
Nothing to be sorry for.
Fluttershy said with a smile.
Laughter is the best medicine, is it not? Say, is it clear?
Apple Bloom asked. At that moment, a baseball came flying right in Luna's head. It smacked into her forehead and sent her down. Her glasses snapped in twain. Apple Bloom and Fluttershy looked over at Angel, smirking with a carrot in his mouth and helmet on his head.
Angel!
Fluttershy gasped. You guys aren't good for nothing! Apple Bloom began. It was abruptly stopped when the sunlight stopped coming through into the windows. Both she and Fluttershy slowly turned to look at the only remaining source of light in the cottage. the aura of the enraged Princess Luna. The furniture began to float and spin around the cottage, nothing not nailed down joining the storm. Luna's eyes glowed like pure white fire. Her wings and horns spread her aura around her, causing an aurora borealis effect. You! Lightning crackled about her every step as he advanced upon Luna. Angel, to the rabbit's credit, he stood his ground, calmly raising it to a sack or producing a narrow baseball. Yo! A baseball that quite suddenly burst into flames and flew out the window. Yo! Angel slowly went towards the hole in the window glass, then began approaching. Wrath-filled the goddess. You broke my glasses! Luna snarled as the windows around them shattered. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry, Luna said for about the 5th time as he found another of Fluttershy's personal items in the mess. With her magic, she commanded it to return to its original place and zipped off to one of the shelves, not overturned by her wrath.
No. It's quite all right, Your Majesty,
Fluttershy said also for about the 5th time.
I understand that, well, we all lose our tempers sometimes, don't we?
She smiled a bit awkwardly as expressing Luna stared. Yes, yes we do, Luna murmured. Apple Bloom was looking back and forth between the two with awe, with anxious glances back at her flanks to see if anything had changed. Once again, she was disappointed with seeing her unmarked flank, and returned to staring at Luna and Fluttershy in amazement.
Why, it was incredible,
Apple Bloom said.
When I grow up, can I work for you, Princess Luna?
Certainly, Apple Bloom, if you wish, Luna said with a smile.
Goodbye!
Apple Bloom cheered. Luna smiled indulgently. Young Philly's good spirit, almost as dangerous as Gatese's. She looked at Fluttershy. I do apologize for all of this again, but I wonder if I could trouble you for some nuts.
Oh, no, not at all. I was just about to do the same thing,
Fluttershy said. She made the move to the kitchen but stopped.
Angel?
The little rabbit, Karasakar forgot, was furiously working at the oven with lightning speed to prepare a meal of vegetable stew, bread, and salad. Fluttershy blinked and then smiled.
Oh, thank you very much, Angel. This is very kind of you,
Fluttershy said.
But I really must.
Now, Fluttershy, relax, Luna said calmly. You already made him make lunch. It's only fair he returns the favor. She eyed the white rabbit. Isn't it? Angel spared the princess a single, frantic nod before returning to his duties.
Apple Bloom! Hey!
The cry of a young pony's voice caused Apple Bloom to brighten up. She slammed her hose down around her empty lunch plate in green.
Skyloo! Sleigh I'm here!
Apple Bloom shouted.
Come on in!
Luna looked over at Fluttershy. Fluttershy looked back at Luna.
How many ponies know you're here?
Fluttershy asked. 7, Huffity, Luna said, as she summoned the broken pieces of her glasses and quickly repaired them with a spell. She placed it back over her eyes as an orange Pegasus filly and a light purple unicorn filly entered the cottage. I wonder who this purple unicorn filly is. Oh, must be Ruby. Apple Bloom grinned as the 2 fillies grew back.
Hey, Fluttershy, Apple Bloom. You didn't forget our question, did you?
Sweetie Belle asked.
She's white! Look at the little thing. She's white. Yeah, we did get to it in. Oh, hello,
Skulu said cheerfully to Luna.
Who are you? Girls, this is Miss Celine.
Apple Bloom said, after seeing Luna had her glasses back on.
She's a dear friend from mine who's visiting Ponyville from Canterlot.
Fluttershy supplied.
Well, you're friends with Fluttershy?
Skulu said.
Have you been friends long?
Sweetie Belle asked eagerly.
Has he always been so cool?
Skulu pressed. Yes, she has, Luna said with a smile. Fluttershy blushed demurely. We met at the library.
Yes, Canterlot Library,
Fluttershy confirmed.
This is not at all an elaborate deception to conceal anything.
No, of course not, Luna said quickly. But Fluttershy and Luna laughed nervously, showing discernment that many might to give a young filly credit for. Apple Bloom cleared her throat.
Let's see what we're going to do today.
Applewood said as he pranced over to stand with her friends. What are you going to do today? Luna asked curiously.
We're going to see if we can get.
Scootaloo paused for dramatic effect. Which gave Sleepbell and Applebloom time to take deep breaths. Luna noticed Fluttershy and Angel both covering their ears out of the corner of her eyes. What? Archaeologist kitty marks! All three fillies bellowed. Luna fell over onto the floor.
Deep. So we're gonna go exploring and dig up bigger trees or something,
Applebloom said.
before Pinkie Pie's party tonight,
Scootaloo added.
Can you come with us, Fluttershy? Please.
Sleepbell begged.
Oh my, why would you want me to come? I'm not really into archaeology,
Fluttershy admitted.
Yeah, but we heard from Rainbow Dash that there's this huge ancient palace in the Everfree Woods, and we want to go see. Please, 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 can you take us?
Please, Scootaloo. Luna blinked. The Potus. The Dios?
Is that what it's called?
Scootaloo asked. Luna closed her eyes. She could see it in her mind's eye. The sprawling palace had once been the center court for all Equestria. The summer and autumn celebrations, the libraries, the grounds. Yes, that is what it is called, Luna said, almost whispering. Fluttershy looked over at Luna, and the Moon Princess glanced back. For a moment, Luna felt incredibly vulnerable under the light yellow Pegasus' gaze, found it hard to look away, as though her blue eyes were able to discern everything about her in a moment. She shivered slightly. Fluttershy turned to Cutie Mark Crusaders and smiled.
I think Miss Celine would be a better choice. I need to take care of things. Maybe party-related things,
Fluttershy said.
What? But you can stare down anything in the forest,
Scootaloo protested. She snorted at Celine.
What's a librarian going to do? Feed monsters away? Hi, Miss Celine can handle herself just fine,
Applebloom said. Then she smiled happily at Luna.
Besides, she knows the way, doesn't she?
Yes, I do, Luna replied softly. She smiled at Fluttershy, a bit anxiously. Before she turned and headed for the door. If you like, I can show you.
Oh, all right.
Scootaloo pouted. She looked over at her fellow Cutie Mark Crusaders.
Cutie Mark Crusaders, away!
They charged through the door, laughing and giggling. Luna watched them go through, before looking back at Fluttershy. Thank you, she said.
Don't mention it,
Fluttershy said.
I mean, if you want to, Des, I'm not going to stop you from talking about it if I'm not around and
Luna tried back over to Fluttershy and nuzzled her cheek. I understand. Thank you, Luna said gratefully. She turned and headed back out the door, leaving a smiling Fluttershy in her wake, as well as a heavily relieved Angel.
There. Now you see I'm not so bad, right?
Fluttershy asked the rabbit. Angel nodded furiously and wiped his brow. Fluttershy beamed.
Maybe now you'll listen to me?
She added. Once again Angel nodded, but gave her a look that said,
I was just watching out for you.
I understand completely, but you pissed it a bit too far.
Fluttershy said.
Besides, just because rabbits smack each other's bottoms doesn't mean you get to smack mine.
Angel made several pantomiming gestures. Fluttershy blushed.
Well, that's flattering, but not as flattering to a dull rabbit. When you're a younger pony and your flank is very bare, it feels like the sun will never come when your cutie mark's not there. So the three of us will fight the fight. There's nothing that we fear.
Singing, by the stars and moon and other worlds, why won't they stop singing? Luna thought to herself, her ears and eyes twinkling.
So we'll figure out what to do next until our cutie marks are here.
The three of them belted out cheerfully as they tried out beside Luna. The moon goddess was feeling to feel the temptation to cast a silencing spell around her ears and save herself a headache. They're so small, but they're so loud. Who did they monitor it? Luna continued to wail silently as the path led into a rocky gully. The sound bounced off the stone walls, and Luna's agony increased.
We are the Cutie Mark Crusaders on a quest to find out who we are.
They could happily continue to screech. Luna saw birds and various other critters fleeing ahead of them, and she frankly couldn't find it in her heart to blame them. I will never stop the journey, not until we have our kitty box. They finished the chorus. Evelyn smiled brightly at Luna's head.
Hi, Miss Celine. You want to join in for the next chorus?
Luna, you gotta realize, some days it's just not a pony fic for me until I'm actually singing. Oh, no thank you, I'm fine, Luna said with a strange smile. And my poor ears. A low rumble began to fill the forest, and Luna froze. She narrowed her eyes. It felt familiar. Everyone says we have to... Shh, Luna said. Quiet. Hey, if you don't like the singing, you could just tell us. Scootaloo tried, but Luna shot a sharp look at her. Shh, Luna emphasized. She looked back around, then to the fillies. Stay here. But my Celine, Appleblossom tried. Stay here, Luna said firmly. She turned around and galloped into the trees. Scootaloo scowled after her and looked back at Applebloom. Sure is bossy, isn't she?
Nothing like Fluttershy,
Sweetbelle said.
She just stands up and doesn't say anything.
Lisa, let's get to know her. She's really nice, Applebloom protested.
Maybe, but what's the deal just running off on us?
Sweetbelle complained.
She's probably just checking something out,
Applebloom said. Luna tried deeper into the forest. She looked around carefully. Her eyes narrowed. I know you're here somewhere. Something was moving through the trees, like a gigantic tiger. Luna's focus sharpened. No, not a tiger. 2 legs only. Something big. The ground beneath her hooves rumbled in a steady pattern. Boom, boom, boom. Through the trees, the great monster came into view under the shadows of the forest canopy. Its massive head was long and angular, and filled with teeth like snake knives. It stood on 2 powerful legs with 3 clawed toes each. Its body was black and covered in hard scales, even its small clawed forearms. It's a Rex, Luna thought to herself. What species? It's been so long since I produced a castle library on large saurians. Never had any reason to do so before. Rex paused and sniffed.
When I heard that awful singing, hope whatever that is tastes better than it sounds,
he muttered to himself. Luna grimaced. Focus, Luna. She cast a spell and neutralized her own scent. She also subtly altered her appearance to blend in better with the trees. The Rex looked in her direction, but it did nothing else. It snapped a few times again before moving on, the ground sinking under its hips. Luna sighed in relief in her mind before the calling began.
Celine! Hey, Celine!
Scootaloo shouted. The Rex stopped, then turned its head back towards the sound. Luna crazed.
Where's Celine? Where are you?
Evelyn called.
Are you okay?
Sweetbelle cried. The Rex began moving towards them. Luna groaned, then spread her wings and flew up towards the Rex. It stomped and growled. Hey! 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 Over here! Come here! Luna cried. The Rex growled. You tasty Pegasus! Come here! The beast lunged, its snapped jaws open to try and catch her. Luna deftly avoided the snapping jaws and flew back around the beast. It turned and growled again, the massive jaws snapping at her like a steel trap the size of a whale.
Get back here!
Luna came to a stop a few meters away from it, and it took guard's wall. She turned and glared at the monster. Come on, got you! Rex lunged, and massive jaws wide open. Luna waited until the last possible second, teleporting out of the way. She appeared several meters above the monster as it slammed its head into the wall hard, its chin trap-like mouth finding only rocks. It roared in pain, and Luna took the opportunity to flee back down the path, negating her scent through magic the whole way. Coming through the trees, she pressed to a stop where her charges waited. All 3 were in the process of taking deep breaths to shout again. In a fit of panic, Luna covered Sweetbelle and Scootaloo's mouths. Hoppabloom! She said quickly.
Huh?
Responded the other 2 fillies.
Miss Celine, are you alright?
Applebloom asked.
Where'd you go? What was it?
Scootaloo asked flatly.
Why did you set us up? Yeah, you didn't have to do that, Sweetbell protested.
I had to deal with a porcupine, Luna said at last, deciding she didn't want to panic the fillies. Much staring ensued. Luna coughed. It was a very emotionally disturbed porcupine. I had to counsel him about his trauma regarding ponies. We should really leave so he can adjust to it without further trouble. Come along! She pushed the fillies ahead of herself. Then let her get a bit of a head start before she followed, scanning behind her for any sign of Rex. It was not far enough, however, for her to be deaf to the resulting conversation.
A porcupine, really?
Skillet huffed.
She is friends with Fireside, Sweetbell said. But Fireside could have done that in a lot less time. Yeah, I'm seriously they are biased. She must have been a really, really stubborn porcupine. Maybe we could get porcupine counselor key marks?
Evelyn suggested.
Clear your key markers, ears. We got important things to do,
Skillet commanded, and they went off with a nervous Luna following. The bridge across the chasm to the palace was just as rickety and hazardous as Luna remembered. Head on, Luna called to the CMCs. Skillet tapped the floor of the bridge. A good force. If I don't fall, it'll be fine for the rest of you.
Well, yeah, but can't we take these stairs? Yeah, they seem to be leading down to a very large cave entrance. Hey, what's up with that tree? Like came from a sign, Applebloom said. She's got wings. I think she'll be fine.
Skillet grumped. Cautiously, Luna stepped down onto the bridge. She winced a bit at the creaking sound it made, but she continued on. When she at last made it to the other side, she turned around and smiled. You get on! She froze when she saw that the key markers were right behind her. They smiled broadly at her. She scowled. I told you to wait.
Yeah, but now we're on the other side just fine,
Skillet said cheerfully.
You know what that means? Key markers, go!
They sighed and tossed around Luna to the ruins of the old palace. Luna sighed and looked back up at the rickety old bridge. Then she looked back at the palace. She took a few steps before a gigantic, black furry hand wrapped up and wrapped its fingers around her.
Oh!
Luna cried as she was dragged down into the chasm. She stopped her descent when she came eye level with some, well, eyes. Very large brown ones, and a large black furry face. Luna looked down and back up. Her fisted brain identified the creature. A giant ape, known better as a Kong.
Oh, hello,
Luna said politely. Can I help you?
You're not as colorful as the other ones, but you'll do.
The Kong spoke in a gruff voice. The ape snorted and leapt to the other side of the chasm, then slid down to a large outcropping far below covered in grass, and sat down. It sat Luna down in front of it, and sat back as expecting something. Luna scowled.
Excuse me,
But could you kindly please tell me what— Oof! The ape flicked Luna with one of his fingers, causing her to fall over. The ape chortled as Luna got back up.
Now see here, I am— Oof!
Luna was flicked over again. The ape laughed even harder. Luna got back up and scowled.
Stop that, you overgrown—
Luna fell over again. The ape continued in his hysterics. The monster primate reached out to knock her over again. When she reached out with her hoof and stopped him, the ape stared, surprised that the smallest pony could have such strength.
What the?
Now, you'll stop this at once, or I will be upset, Luna demanded. The ape stared, before glowering and roaring at her. It bellowed.
You can't tell me to do anything. I'm a Kong. I rule this forest. I am a forest. You're just a pony. I want some fun.
Luna made a face and covered her nose.
Oh dear. Brush your teeth sometime, won't you?
Luna asked. The ape glared. I thought it would be all right with you.
You cheeky little.
Kong reached out to grab her with both hands. She leaped up to evade him, flapped her wings to escape. She sighed as the ape beat his chest and shook his fist at her, but decided she would be better tasked looking over the key marker's ears.
You rotten little pony. I'll get you.
Ignoring the beast's increasingly distant cries, Luna landed outside the front door of the palace. She found the wagon of supplies just outside. She entered the palace, looking for her charges. It was long, given that the ponies had probably gone all the way onto the other side of the east wing. But it was a lot easier to locate them.
Woohoo!
Skittle cried as she used her wings to send a chandelier above into a death spiral.
This is awesome! I want one!
Nearby, Sweetbell was trying around ancient coats of armor, brushing them, examining them with a magnifying glass.
This armor, it must be a bazillion years old,
She recorded diligently in her notepad. She looked over at Luna.
Oh, a bazillion.
What is Apple Bloom? Luna asked.
Okay, Skyway.
Apple Bloom bellowed in the next room. Let her go! Yeah! Skillet cried. With her hooves, she used a crystalline knife to slice through the carefully woven, centuries-old rope hanging the chandelier as it swung towards the door. The chandelier was let loose, but the loom was growing harder. It was not being directed at the door, directed at the stained glass window above it, depicting the Passover comet shadow effects 13 centuries ago. Or rather, through a stained glass window, depicting the Passover comet shadow effects 13 centuries ago. Apple Bloom came through the door, looking on hard, dirty, and tearful. His tearful part dropped and was replaced with a nervous smile, as he saw the horrified look on Luna's face.
Hi, Miss Celine. Sorry about the window, but we need to burst through that floor tiling.
Apple Bloom exclaimed. Skillet landed, using her wings to break, with a grin.
Yeah, there was this big X on the floor. It says X usually marks as parts of treasure. We decided to bust through.
The X. The X in the center of the floor, surrounded by pillars, Luna asked in a choked voice.
That's right,
Skillet said proudly. With a view up through the observatory mirror system? Luna asked again, sounding like she was trying to scream for crying. Skillet frowned.
Mirrors? Oh yeah, there are mirrors.
Through the destroyed window, numerous mirrors fell through, raining down from the sky. Sounds of them breaking like a small thunderstorm. Luna jaw dropped as she watched this. Apple Bloom winced with every smash. Skillet winced too.
It's, well, archaeology. Gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet, right? You still let me write all that stuff down,
Sleepbell complained, as she came out from a long line of suits of armor.
You'll have to put it all together again. Don't worry, I brought glue. I will sit on the wagon,
Apple said.
Oh,
Sleepbell asked, turning around. She bumped the suit of armor, which wobbled precariously before it fell. The next one fell too, as did the next, and the next, until finally every single suit was reduced to a pile of brightly painted metal on the floor. Sleepbell coughed at the dust stirred up, and looked over at the trembling Luna.
oops, guess we'll need more glue. Don't worry now, Miss Lane. We'll fix all this up, promise,
Apple Bloom said, placing a comforting hoof on Luna's forelimb. She heaved a great breath, trying to calm herself. Calm down, don't be angry. It's not an accident. You can fix it all. They didn't know what they were doing.
Why are you getting so worked up? Are you alright?
Skillet asked, showing some concern.
If you want to do some exploring too, you can.
You can't send them to the sun for this. It's unfixable. Luna took some calming breaths.
No, it's just not.
Archaeology is easier to do if you don't like everything you're trying to study, she explained calmly.
It is? But that's how it always happens in the movies.
Does Danny do that?
No. This isn't a movie, dummy, Sleepbell said harshly. I'm not dummy, you're dummy. You knocked over the suits. You smashed the chandelier, the window, and the mirrors.
Calm down, please, Luna called, as much to herself as to the Phillies. All right, listen to me. The three Phillies treated her with undivided attention. Luna smiled and nodded, despite still feeling stressed. You need to understand the context of everything to understand if one thing was important or not. For instance, she looked around, felt relief when she saw a mirror on the wall that escaped any damage. It was an old one. It had been embarrassing for her, seeing how it depicted her driving out several Rexes and other monsters from her palace grounds with a lightning storm around her head, fire coming from her wings. Sure, that's how it happened, but it always struck Luna as egotistical to have such a mural up. Celestia, though, had insisted she allow it up, and gradually Luna did so. She pointed her hoof at it. For instance, this mirror looks like it was held great importance, given how high it was on the wall. The pony who commissioned it didn't want it to be downwards. They wanted it to be in a high place where every pony would look up at it.
Ooh,
The Crusader said. And, Luna continued, thanks to the mirror system indeed. That was the observatory. You could reflect the sun or moonlight through the window to project on the mirror, getting different color effects.
Wow, you can tell that just by looking at it? Sweetbell asked. Neat. Why, it's cool. Luna smiled and nodded. Yes, thanks to the fact that you didn't bust it up, you can see it and appreciate it for what it is and how much effort the ponies who made into it. She looked back over at the young fillies. History is the only way the ponies who made these wonderful things will be remembered. But it's the core of archaeology. Luna's eyes dipped to their back flanks. And if it's your special talent, it will be a wonderful one. 3 pairs of shiny eyes looked back at Luna in silent wonder. Alba Bloom was the first to break it. Alright, let's go get our gear. She turned and galloped off through the front doors, her sister queuing back her stairs in hot pursuit. Luna smiled as she watched them go, and looked back at the mural. The wall then exploded outward, as a huge, roaring monster smashed through it. Rex that had been stalking them snarled in triumph as it beheld Luna, and made to snap up her into his jaw. Crash! With a massive crash, the great ape Luna had escaped the palace, entered the palace as well, landed on the floor of the palace hall, and bellowed a challenge to the Rex, drumming its fist over its chest. The Rex charged the great ape, and the ape grabbed its jaws, flexing its powerful body. The Rex rolled over and sent the ape flying into another wall, smashing a fountain. Unshaken, the ape grabbed the statue off the wall and threw it at the Rex, smacking it in the head. Luna very slowly brought her hoof to her glasses. She removed them and set them down on the floor in a relatively safe place. They trotted it with purpose to the 2 warring monsters. She cleared her throat. Excuse me. They ignored her, the great ape punching the huge saurian in the chest. The Rex retaliated by trying to bite the primate's hand off, but the primate pulled back just in time. Excuse me. The ape leaped backward and grabbed onto the roof with both feet in its hands, punched the saurian again as it charged. Excuse me! Both companions eased their combat and looked over at Luna, whose eyes were glowing. She trotted up between them both and looked back and forth. Now, we have 2 questions for you 2. Luna said, I called 2. Just 2. She looked over the ground. Why are you 2 fighting? The 2 monsters growled and looked at each other, and then back to Luna. The saurian cleared his throat and spoke first.
Well, I was hungry. He was trying to eat ya.
The Rex fighting across the call.
Boys are fun to play with.
Alright. Second question. Whose palace did you just smash into? Luna asked.
The saurian blinked.
Palace of parties?
The ape scratched his head.
I think it was the Moon Palace in old times.
Yes. And whose palace would that make this?
Luna asked.
The old Moon Princess,
The ape answered, smiling as though enjoying the game, but impatient to get back to clobbering the Rex. The Rex growled, growing more irritated.
What is the meaning of all this? I could just eat you in one bash, and you're young.
The Rex snarled.
You can't do that. I want to play with them.
Ahem!
Luna cleared her throat.
One last question for both of you to ask yourselves.
She treated them both with a stern glare, and slowly gestured her head towards the part of the mural that hadn't been destroyed. The part where herself, as an enraged, avenging goddess.
Whatever happened to anyone in the ancient days who dared attack the Moon Princess, those under her protection, and the palace itself?
Luna asked. Both monsters looked at the mural, back at Princess Luna. Summoning her magic, she set forth flames around her wings, lightning shoot around her head, and her eyes to glow. The 2 monsters gave in disbelief as Luna spoke again. Take your time! They still continued to stare, neither one of them saying anything. Luna's scowl deepened.
Well?
Princess Luna?
Asked the Rex. The entire palace darkened. The only source of light, Luna's enraged form.
Try again.
The great and powerful Trixie? Figamina? Primus? Nordenfaust?
Both Tyrannosaurus and Mega Primate were treated to the rare sight of a deity in wrath, beating her head against the wall. All of the loud banging and crashing and roaring didn't escape the notice of the Cuneiform Crusaders. Outside the palace, they may have been. However, it took several minutes for them to gallop back, but he burst through the double doors that had marked the entrance to the sanctuary he had been exploring.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Evelyn posed with a trowel, and Skillet with a shovel, and Sleebell with a flashlight. All 3 dropped their tools when they saw the state of the grand hall.
Oh, Oh my, Miss Celine, are you right?
Sweetbell cried, going over to Luna. She was adjusting her glasses in the middle of the devastation. What happened? School asked.
You alright?
Abel was mad. Luna smiled. I'm fine. I exited Kong's Mastu, fighting in the potus. Seriously? All three Q Crusaders asked eagerly.
Were you scared?
Sweetbell asked. A bit, yes, Luna said. I just hid and waited until they left. I just thought the three of you weren't here when they were fighting.
I'm not,
Scooter pouted.
seeing a Rex and a Kong fighting like that. Now the palace is destroyed. How are we going to do any archaeology now?
Sweetbell asked. Well, Luna said carefully. You can't just give up after one try, right?
No,
Evelyn said.
if we had a camera, we could have gone nature documentary cutie marks.
Yeah, but we can still get them, Scooter said. Let's go check and see if there's a camera in the wagon. Sweetbell and Scooter took off, but Applebloom lingered. She looked back at Luna.
Wait, says Luna, did a Rex and a Kong really break in here, Fadden?
Luna nodded. Yes, I just didn't want to scare you girls when I saw them before, she sighed. But it seems I was worried over nothing.
It's okay, Princess Luna, Evelyn said with a smile. I know you're just looking after us.
She looked around curiously.
Where are they now?
Luna just smiled.
This is all your fault. My fault. You're the one who got strong. You got strong too.
The Congo Rex heard something rustling in the grass nearby. He stopped there figuring. A massive, white furry face with black eyes and sharp teeth peered through. Run away! Both now diminutive monsters yelled. They fled from the house cat, now 3 times their size. A house cat that was caught by a bit of unicorn magic and pulled away.
Not open. You know better than to torment the poor small creatures. Unless you can't.
Rarity sniffed.
Come on, it's time for lunch.
The 2 monsters watched the unicorn take the giant cat into his shop, breathed a sigh of relief.
How long does he say this will last? Kong asked. Until we get back to the Everfree Forest,
Rex said glumly.
Well then, looks like it's up to me to save the day.
Kong said, punching his fist in the hand.
Or we find the yellow skin pony. Or that, yes. Which of us is supposed to be a smart one? Which of us has a jaw and snap and point directions really hard?
The Rex, wisely, kept his mouth shut.